Okay, here's a controversial topic. I don't think that the women are the problem in this generation. I think it's the men. I think that if every man treated a woman how they should be treated, the way that God intended it, we would not be in the scenario we are today where everybody just cares about it's only lust, there's no love. People don't even know what a real date is anymore. I talked to two of my friends, they haven't been bought in flowers in years, and they've had boyfriends over the last couple years. Like, if the men would step up, and we are the generation to step up because we are the coming up men of the world. If the men would step up and learn how to love, learn how to treat a woman with respect, even if you don't love her, even if you're not planning to marry her or date her, you should completely respect a woman. I don't give a who you are. You should respect every woman that is in your presence. And this is something that isn't talked about anymore because it's equal, right? No. As a man, you should respect every woman, especially your woman. So if you aren't buying your girlfriend flowers, if you aren't treating her like a queen, what the are you doing, man? Like, if you aren't making sure that your queen is taken care of, what are you doing? And some guys are like, oh, well, these girls, they cheat on me. Well, guess what? If the reason she's like that isn't because of you, it's because of another man. The man before her did something that made her turn cold. So, yeah, maybe it's not you, but you are a man. We are all men. So maybe if one guy started to change, then more would start to change. Man up.
Question for the men. Are you guys, okay? Are you getting enough compliments and hugs and I went to the grocery store with my friend Tommy, and there was this guy there, and he was, pure muscle, right? Serious muscle everywhere, and he was just, strolling his cart, whatever, and he looked kind of sad. He was just, loading some cleaning supplies into his cart, whatever, and, my friend Tommy and I, looked at each other and were like, he looks amazing. But anyway, I walked up to him and I was like, excuse me, I just want to let you know, you look amazing, have a good day. And this man looked at me as if he had never gotten a compliment in his entire life. He didn't know what I was saying. He, looked at me, all confused and for, a few seconds and then was like, thank you. Men. Does anybody ever compliment you? Not creepy compliments, just, regular compliments? Because I feel like nobody ever compliments guys, and nobody ever gives flowers to guys. Why are they always expected to get us flowers, but nobody ever gets them flowers?
Most men will be invisible to women until they become successful. That's just the reality of this. For some of y'all, until you get that bag, until you get that clout, women not gonna give you no play, no time of day. Really? For example, look at Lil Yachty. He wasn't getting no hoes before he got famous. You know that he was in a drought. He was dry out here. He wasn't getting no lie. Let the ladies tell you. The money makes you more attractive. The clout makes you attracted to fame. And women are drawn to that. Not for all of y'all. Some of y'all gonna be pulling hoes without any of that. But some of y'all, go get that bag. That's the only way you gonna get it. No lie.
Here's how women test you and how to respond. If she pulls back emotionally and goes cold, stay calm, give her space, and don't chase. If she teases or mocks you playfully, laugh it off, tease her back, stay grounded and non-reactive. If she cancels plans last minute, say okay, be calm, let her reschedule, but only once. If she withdraws intimacy, be calm, give her space, send her home, or don't sleep in the same bed. If she gets emotional and causes drama, understand it's her nature, stay calm, and control your emotions. If she flirts with other men, leave her instantly.
She belongs to the streets.
Is this your boyfriend right here? There's just something about that question that always makes situations go left. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yes, that is. He's the most confident man I've ever met, and I've also never given him a reason in our entire relationship to ever doubt me or question me.
I love that.
So everything we do it together. We've been together for 15 years.
That's beautiful.
I live, breathe, and die for that man right there.
Oh, I can feel it. I can feel the energy right
Yeah,
now. He got this proudest look on his face right now.
Yeah, so call you guys, first and foremost. Second of all, can you tell people that I didn't sleep with you for an interview?
I'm not gonna lie. It's a cold world we live in, boy. I tell you, it's a cold world we live in. I ain't gonna lie to you, though. Almost immediately, I was like, something about what she's saying just isn't right. And I promise you, I did not know the video was gonna end like that. Now, I know that car ride home is going to be as silent as can be. It's one thing that she was getting cracked by another man, right? But it's another thing that she embarrassed you publicly, online for everyone to see. Which also tells me that's not the first time she's done something like that. She been getting cracked to get the right interviews and then try to turn to the camera and call us wrong for saying, nah, bro, you doing some shade to get these interviews from these top superstars and athletes. But let me shift gears a little bit. I never thought I'd see the time where nowadays, if a woman calls you a real man, says that you're super secure or you're not like the others, low key, it's about to be attached to some kind of disrespect or something that you are allowing her to do that's ultimately a detriment to you. And I don't know if I'm the only one that's noticing this, but like, bro, all the real men that are getting treated any kind of way by women. That woman sat up there and said how secure and amazing they've been together 15 years, knowing in the back of her head, bro, I was just getting cracked by the I am currently interviewing. Shorty deserves the absolute worst because that is next level embarrassment. Mind you, her boyfriend is a cameraman for most of her interviews. So he's been sitting behind the camera watching her interview other athletes and celebrities without the knowledge that she's been getting cracked by these men just to secure these interviews. But I'm sure she goes home at night and lays next to him and says, you're such an amazing man. You're so secure. You're such a real man. That's why I'm with you. 15 plus years. But while I'm with you, trust me, I'm going to get cracked by men that I firmly believe are superior to you. I don't know when y'all boys going to start loving yourself more, man. That cat is not worth it. But you know what? Like any other video, you ain't got to listen to me. I'm just a normal guy. I give you change.
Woo, this one really gonna get me in trouble today, y'all. This real I'm always complaining about, ladies, it's a man shortage, it's a shortage of good man, but to be totally honest, if it was a surplus of niggas, some of you wouldn't be able to get one. Okay, I'm gonna put my finger up and let myself out. We're about to talk about a little self-awareness, a little self-reflection, okay? Ladies, we love taking selfies, but we hate self-reflection. You attract what you are, not what you post. So if you keep attracting fixer-uppers, maybe you got some building to do on yourself.
Accountability. No. Rebuke.
How you want a man in shape, but your Fitbit been since the pandemic? With the Fitbit fixed, you put more standards on the next man than the man you gave a baby. Your first baby daddy worked at AutoZone, had no automobile, and automatically disappeared when you had that baby. Whoa! But your next gotta have cars, cribs, cash, clothes. Your first baby daddy had 6 kids, 6 teeth, and did 6 years in jail, but the next gotta have 6 figures, be 6 feet, and have 6 inches of Welcome to the Louisville, USA. You want a man to look good, lead, and love you, but you won't listen, learn, or lower your voice. Sometimes you just gotta up. You want a man that prays, provides, and protects, but you won't hush, heal, or help. How you want a leader? You can't even follow a recipe. And we be quick to say we settling for something. That's what be really that up later. You got an attitude as big as your wide ass back. And you think that ain't settling for you? Mouth big, back big, everything big. You got 3 baby daddies, bad credit, and trust issues. Who the running up to sign up for that? Somebody I know my worth. Yeah, you want clearance. What you talking about? You want a man with a 401k, but you don't even know what the K stand for. Matter of fact, don't nobody know what the K stand for. Scratch that. What do the K stand for? Everything to say. What you bring to the table? I am the table. Whatever. Wobbling. We put more standards on the next man than we do ourselves. You wouldn't date you. Walking around here hollering, I ain't settling for no man. Your account been in overdraft for 2 weeks. You don't even need a man. You need a settlement. You saying you won't settle, but your car got 1 headlight and a prayer. You saying you won't settle, but you sharing a bed with a toddler and a tablet. You won't settle for a man, but will settle for everything else. Bad credit, bad habits, bad decisions. Settle down. You got too much self-esteem with no self-discipline. You talk about self-love, but not self-improvement. You don't need self-care. You need self-correction. You know your worth, but you can't even keep promises to yourself. How many days you were supposed to go to the gym last week? Oh, okay, cool. Got it. Everybody want a partner, but if you don't work on your pattern, so at the end of the day, you attract what you are. So if you don't fix yourself, you're going to keep meeting reflections, not relationships. All right, I ate that up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and let myself out on it.
Some of these boys are young, so maybe they don't understand what's going on. They haven't been raked over the coals enough for them to pull back and be cautious and say, maybe I shouldn't be buying flowers so soon. Nice gesture, but maybe I shouldn't be doing that at this particular time. this woman did this, and I'm sitting up here thinking I'm doing a great thing until she calls me a creep or she doesn't really like me like that. I can start buying flowers for my girlfriend. Now, if you want to buy flowers for that woman and she's not your girlfriend, go right ahead. I'm not going to call you a simp. If that's what you want to do with your money, you are free to do that. But at some point in time, with you talking all of this smack, you will learn a lesson. These modern women, no matter how nice you are, they don't care anything about your feelings. They only care about what they got going on. And you're going to be a gentleman. You're going to be chivalrous. You're going to be generous. All of the things. And she about to take your lunch money.
I'm a single mom of 3 kids. Someone finally has met all my requirements in order to date me. Some of those requirements were to make $130K a year or more. They have to have an 8-seater for all my kids because I have 3. And they have to have a big ass house just in case we end up getting married. Guys, I was so scared to go on this date. Such a shy girl. But we ended up going to Applebee's and he told me to order whatever I want from the menu. He also told me that I can get a couple of drinks if I want. I don't know why he was trying to get me drunk. I told him that I don't drink as much because I have stomach problems, but I did order a little drinkity. I got a platter of all the appetizers that Applebee's has. And I tried every single one of them and they were so freaking good. I have not been out to eat in such a long time. This guy was in my DMs for so long. I just kept rejecting him, but I finally said yes to him. He's honestly not my type at all, but it's okay. If you know my type, you know my type is big, tall, and full beard. I like him a little to the thicker side. Anyways, guys, he asked me if I wanted to go home with him, and I said, hell no.
I told him I just wanted to be friends, and now he's acting different. No, he's not. He's acting like your friend. That's what you wanted. He's treating you like the homie, because that's what you said you wanted him to be. He's not punishing you. He's not lashing out. He's not throwing a tantrum. He's not acting weird. He's acting like your friend. Now there's boundaries. See, the problem is you want to just be his friend, but you want him to still treat you like a girlfriend. That's what it is. See, now you're not getting your doors opened. Now your calls are getting declined. Now he's not answering whenever you call. Now you got to wait till he's done doing whatever he's doing. You're hearing no a lot more often now, aren't you? He's not being weird. He's being your friend. Now he tells you about the women that he's seeing. Now he needs your opinion on women who look just as good as you. That's what it is. Yeah, you don't like that, do you? Well, hey, ain't nothing you can do about it besides not be friends with him. Hey, what you want from us? Like, that's what you said you wanted, baby. Deal with it.
You cannot run the same game you ran on the simp-ass generation before us. Our uncles and daddy them was suckers.
See that right there? That's why women want us to be so-called traditional. Where the traditional man at? Where the traditional man at? They mean where the man is going to put up with me whining, throwing a fit, not giving you none for 2-3 weeks. Well, I don't want to make her mad. She already mad. Well, I don't want to make her more mad. What the is more mad? At this point, she put on a cape and be super mad. It's going to be the same. You see what I'm saying? That's what they mean. Where's the man that's going to put up with my BS? And I can do whatever I want. It's cheaper to keep her and all that stuff. See, that come from the old school. See, there was men that didn't put up with their stuff from their woman. But men have always been weak to have a woman. See, I find it's the same thing with working today. If men back then had stood up to supervisors and stuff like that, we wouldn't have the problem we have today at work. Which is supervisors thinking they could talk crazy to you and stuff like that. If y'all had stood up back then, see, we praise a lot the old generation because they just put their head down and went to work and didn't complain. Well, you put your head in the sand, you losing. Now, when the young folks is kicking up dust, y'all complaining too much. No, we trying to do what y'all punk ass didn't do back in the day with women, with jobs, with opportunities. We trying to make a way because y'all didn't do it. We trying to have something. We're trying to make an example for men that's coming up after us, right? That's all we're doing. If y'all had did it back then, you know, and everybody's daddy and uncle wasn't like that. My mama didn't run my dad or nothing like that, but it's like that. You know what I mean?
Okay, guys, let's talk about it. I feel like it's so weird because a lot of women dating standards are so unrealistic. Like, how do you want a man that makes $1 million damn near a month or a year, a man who's doing this, doing that, bringing so much to the table at such a young age? You got to be 6'5" and just, a whole bunch of stuff. And a lot of women don't have nothing going on for themselves as well. So it's just like, you want a man with all these things going on for themselves and you have nothing to bring to the table. You can't cook, you can't clean, you don't make any money, you're literally a thought, and you want a man that's just like gonna bring everything for you at such a young age. Like, I just don't understand that.
Out of the divorce, I got $600,000. Yes.
Why?
That was part of our settlement. He tried to get me to sign a prenup, and then I didn't sign a prenup, and then he tried to get me to sign a postnup, and I didn't sign a postnup. Yeah, we decided in the settlement agreement that I would get $600,000.
Imagine being smart enough, lucky enough, as hardworking enough to become a multi-millionaire and deciding to put at least 50% of it on the line from a young lady that wears pink wigs.
Where did $600,000 go? When did you get the $600,000?
2 years ago.
Okay, where the f is it?
It's gone. Completely gone.
Into where?
I bought a house that was $330,000, and I bought it like outright, so like it's paid in full. So I don't
so
have...
it goes half the cash.
Yes.
Okay.
I bought it sight unseen. I saw the outside because I drove by it. But
Oh, good, you
when
drove
we-
by it.
Yeah. When we
Oh.
entered the home, though, it was in shambles.
But this is one of the most diabolical things that I have ever heard. You come into a great deal of money, and instead of investing appropriately, you could have just gotten a mortgage and put the majority or the lion's share of that $600 into the market and would have had way more to show for it.
I definitely think I was groomed in the beginning.
That's a strong word.
It is.
That word gets thrown around a lot right now, just kind of like the word, the
Yeah.
R word, and a lot of other words
lot.
have kind of lost their meanings because.
A lot.
Yes.
So, are you sure? Because it's a very methodical
not
process of separating people from all their connections in order to make them feel cornered, so that over the course of many years, likely starting from a young age, they cannot escape the position that they are in at that point.
Mind you, she was an adult. Pink-haired women like this will take one feminist studies class and come to the conclusion that man bad and I must have been groomed.
Yes. So, I mean, I met him when I was 19, so I wasn't like young. I was technically an adult. I was spending my $5,000 a month, and he was just paying off my credit card, and I didn't have to worry about anything. And then, he would get mad at me and like throw me out of the house and say, you can't come back here. And so then I would sleep in my car.
What? Why? Wait.
Yeah. So
No reason given, or because you spent the $5,000?
Oh, my boy Caleb, there's always a reason. Oh, yeah. The guy is weird because he's just giving her $5,000 a month carte blanche. But imagine as a man being chastised for giving you everything that you want in life. And if a man is to stand up boundaries or expectations of you and your behavior, then it's the guy that is inherently weird or narcissistic. They want the benefits of modern and traditional at the same time, and I'm just tired of people not calling it out.
How much cheaper the bean? Nails, your hair, all that wax, your eyebrows, eyelashes. Y'all supposed to have that under control. And supposed to help with real. Your maintenance to yourself, you supposed to have that. If you don't got that, I don't even be dealing with you. The nigga gotta pay for your nails, your hair, your eyelash, your wax. Nigga shouldn't even deal with you. You're broke. You broke. And don't come up here and be like, oh no, I just be wanting him to pay for it. No, you pay for it. That's your maintenance. That's your self-care. That's your self-love. Like, you do that for you. And when there's bills and real going on, then he could come in and step in and help you.
If you're broke, you should not be dating. And this goes for men and women. If you require a man to take care of your nails and your hair and your basic maintenance because you cannot, baby, you should not be dating. If you require a man to take care of your hair, your nails, and your basic maintenance because you just feel like that's his obligation, baby, you should not be dating. For those of you who are new here, I am a certified life coach. I specialize in love and relationships, self-development, and finances, and I have been doing so for close to a decade. Now, if a man decides that he wants to take on the responsibility of your upkeep and of your maintenance, cool. All the more power to you. Knock yourself out, sis. But this should not be your requirement in looking for a man. And see, this is a problem that occurs with a lot of women when it comes to dating. doing is you have these very materialistic, you have these very fickle requirements. And so what happens is when a man fulfills that, you end up missing out on the things that actually matter in a potential husband. You miss out on character, you miss out on integrity, right? You're not paying attention to the things and the traits that will display that this man is the type of man that you actually want to be in relationship with, or you actually want around you. Because you're so focused on the stuff that social media tells you that you should have in your relationship as opposed to the stuff that you actually need. Let me tell you something. Any man I have ever dated, I have ever engaged with, who spent money on whatever, who bought me whatever, typically were not good people. Now, if you're cool with that, you cool with someone mistreating you, you cool with someone disrespecting you, baby, knock yourself out. Get all your hair and nails done, all the bundles in the world, baby. But if you are not, my suggestion is figuring out what it is that you want in a partner. Figuring out what it is that you want from a relationship. Until then, I just stop dating, baby. Go read a book or something. Stay safe.
These modern women be on their worst behavior. I think there was one woman talking about, I need a man that's making $130,000. He finally took me to Applebee's, and really honestly and truly, she was pigging out. She was pigging out. She probably got like 3 or 4 of those things, but you know, one of those plates probably costs $10. So if she's getting 5 things, then the man probably spends $50. And he's saying, man, I still come out ahead. I might spend the whole night $70, $75 with tax and tip. This is fantastic. Most men would be like, absolutely, right? Modern women. Modern women. They don't care who they're around. Instead of just leaving this in house and just, you know, kind of having a conversation with him, modern women, they always think they're the main character in the story. Shut your phone off. You don't need to record everything. Shut your phone off and have a pleasant conversation with the man. The man didn't bought you 5 entrees. The least you could do is have some stimulating and interesting conversation or questions for him.
It's a tip for my man that's living by themselves. Man, at some point in our life, we realize that we all we got. We realize that we don't have nobody coming to help us. We realize that we our own backup plan. And when we finally realize that, that's when that shift happens. It's a mental shift. When you finally accept that responsibility that nobody's coming to save you, that you have to be your own savior, that's when you start making decisions faster. That's when you stop hoping. That's when you stop waiting. That's when you become very much intentional on everything that you do. You look at yourself in a different light. When you start living alone, when you finally get in isolation, you understand that it's either sink or swim. See, the moment you stop waiting to be rescued is the moment that others can rely on you as a man. See, the moment that we flip that switch in our mind, that's when our whole life changed. It's a tip for my man living by themselves.
Lamine Yamal and his new girlfriend is proof that many women are hypergamous, and you need to use that against them. She dated a man for 5 years and left him 2 weeks ago after an 18-year-old rising football star DM'd her. This is an example of hypergamy, where women date up the social ladder in order to gain more resources, money, and power. This is the reason why I've been telling you guys to get on your purpose and build the life that you want. Dating world is competitive, and the sooner you understand this, is the sooner you will attract the woman you actually want. Be the man that women leave for by following me.
A lot of guys do not understand that if a girl rejects you, that doesn't always mean that she never wants to date you. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Eden and I'm a girl, so I tell you what girls actually want. Okay, there are 2 types of rejections. There's a rejection where it's like, no, I don't ever see you in my future, no thank you. And then there's the rejection like, no, not at this time, I may be interested in someone else, I may be getting over a heartbreak, I don't know you well enough. But I will tell you guys that I know so many girls that have said no at first, and then they got to know the guy a little bit better, or the guy's matured, or they've matured, and now they're dating and they're in a happy relationship, okay? I know sometimes you guys take rejection as just this failure and it's just over, but sometimes you just aren't at the right time to be dating someone, but that doesn't mean that they're not the right person for you, okay? If you're attracted to this girl for more than just her looks, but for her personality because you feel like you guys click, then there's gotta be something in her that also feels like you guys click, and, you know, it might just take a little bit. Sometimes girls fall in love after knowing a guy because they need to feel that familiarity before they want to be vulnerable and to really feel like they can love someone. So if a girl rejects you, yes, it means she doesn't want to date you right now, but just know there may be a shot down the line. Don't count on it, but it never hurts to ask again. Sometimes. Don't go crazy. But if you like a girl and if it works to date her, then ask her out.
I think at this point, I'm accepting that, like, okay, no one's gonna, like, yearn for me. No one's gonna, you know, love me in that way. And, like, that's fine. It's fine.
So it's obviously not fine, and I think we can all see that. But to the women that resonate with this, I need to just pop the bubble that some of y'all are living in, okay? This idea that your romantic relationships are supposed to include this deep, pining desire where you're just yearning for each other all the time, it's not real. It's not real. You're thinking of movies, TV shows, and books, okay? About romance, but that's not real life romance. In real life, a relationship is gonna feel a lot more like your friendships and familial relationships. It's gonna feel like that person loves you, cares about you, and does nice things for you sometimes. That's it. All the extra, the fireworks, the grand gestures, the roses, and that's really nice, and it will happen sometimes. But majority of the relationship is just gonna be two people who like spending time together, doing normal things together, like laundry and going for a walk in the park. Maybe you'll hold hands and watch the sunset or something. But that's really it. Y'all are looking for, it's not there. It's not real.
Imagine a guy sitting there and sharing like, oh my God, I had the most amazing weekend. We did this and we did there. Immediately correct me if I'm wrong, there is something feminine about that. Women are programmed internally, biologically, to crave masculine energy. Guys, when you step out of that masculine and you step into feminine turf, even if they say they want it, like, oh, I want this, you know, I want an emotionally intelligent, emotionally available man. Then you do it and they're like, that gave me the ick, right? Because they're internally wired for the masculine.
I divorced a good man because we got to a point in our life where he was no longer a good man for me. And as a woman who talks about divorce online a lot, I know that women can get a lot of thrown at them for leaving a good man.
Yeah.
I saw one video recently where a woman put it really eloquently as to why you might leave a good man. And she said, in your presence is not where I'll grow. And in just that one sentence, she encapsulated exactly what I experienced.
Translation, she got bored. You got bored and left. You divorced your husband, you said vows and you left. Yo, why do y'all try to make all these philosophical 4.0 GPA takes? You had such a good husband, you got bored and you was like, I need to leave. I need some mental stimulation. I need some conflict. I need to grow. Y'all don't gotta come on here and try to explain yourself to us. You ain't gotta come over here and try to gaslight us. You don't have to. I promise you, nobody cared that you left your husband and he was a good man. He probably living his best life. Matter of fact, thank you for releasing him. Oh, thank you. You are a good person for not leading your husband on for 2 decades, 3 decades. Got bored and you selfishly wanted to leave, so you left and you released him. I hope he's doing good. You ain't gotta keep coming over here trying to gaslight us. Leave us alone.
What do you think of the male loneliness epidemic? I'll tell you, here's the thing. If the men were hard workers and they were willing to put themselves together in a way that was attractive, then they wouldn't be lonely. Don't you see? It's more, they should call it the male apathy era. That's the real issue. That's the real issue. It's that they just straight up don't want to work. They don't want to work on themselves. They don't have fun or interesting hobbies. And then they're worried. They're wondering, like, how come no woman wants me? Well, because why would they? Do you see what I'm saying? You don't even have to be that good looking as a man. You could just have money in the bank, and then you'll be so attractive. You'll be so tall. You'll be so handsome. You'll have the bluest eyes. Whatever. All right. If you got money in the bank, that's it. It's just. It's if you're only ugly as a man if you're broke. Don't you get it? Don't you see that? All right. So if you just worked on yourself such that you can make money in this world, women will find you attractive, and they ought to. And that's only fair, don't you think? So you are only lonely because you can't make enough money. That's it. All right. If you could make money, you could afford better clothes, you can afford a hairstylist, you can afford a skincare routine. My God, you can afford to have a little bit of a hobby here and there that makes you interesting or useful in any way. All right. It's just, they don't want to do anything. They're useless as all get out, and they have financial troubles constantly, and they're relying on their parents for income. And then they wonder why women don't want them. What a mystery. I don't even need Scooby-Doo to see that. That's obvious. Of course you're lonely. You're not reliable.
What is the freakiest thing that one of your people has asked of you?
Y'all finna get me in trouble, but you know I ain't gonna lie.
I know you're gonna tell the truth, that's why I got you here.
This dude, he was talking about the shit and all that shit. And I was like, I ain't gonna say I wouldn't do it, you know? And then he was like, stick your finger in my ass. I'm like, right now? And he was like, yeah, so I'm literally sitting here watching this nigga squirm on my middle finger. And then the worst part is, he takes my finger out and sucks it and stares me dead in the eye.
You niggas is an abomination of real niggas. What a defamation of a perfectly good finger. What is you niggas on? I blame single mothers. Y'all niggas ain't have daddies. This is why we need fathers in the damn household. Because boys should know better than that. See, if you had a daddy in your life, you would know that you ain't supposed to let her stick you, stick her. That's where it come from. You've been waiting to see your mama get stuck all these damn years, and you think that's what it's supposed to be. That's exactly why we need black fathers in the household. That's exactly why they push that agenda, because they want to goddamn destroy us from within. Ladies, go get your baby daddy back. Go get your husband back. If you don't want your son to be one of these buying her for petty, y'all your sons up with this women. Go back and get your.
Wait, I didn't tell you the worst part.
Oh, hell, go ahead.
The worst part is, y'all, he woke up the next morning, because, you know, some shit like that you say tonight. He said, oh, I got a sore throat. I said, my throat ain't sore. So we trying to figure out how this nigga got strep throat. And then it dawned on me, I sucked my finger up your and you sucked it. Did you not? It's
The Natural and Callie Cutthroat, and we're on the Ugly Money Podcast, period.
And I got at least. And he's the type y'all pass the blunt to.
Hey, look, let me put y'all on game right quick. Goliath Phallus Elixir is definitely something that you want to add to your arsenal. Definitely want to add it to your bag. And once you try it and she feels how it feels with it, you're not going to want to go back. Get it, use it, and thank me later. Double XL, GoliathXL.com to get yours today. And I promise you, you won't be sorry, and neither will she.
Some of these boys be out here talking, and they be talking about stupidity. These modern women be listening. You playing right into it. He's saying what men have been saying about these modern women. Well, you're only lonely and you're only unattractive and you're only ugly because you don't have any money in the bank. It's because you're broke. If you had money in the bank, then your eyes would be all the more bluer to her. Oh, you're so tall. You're so handsome. He'd be that much more handsome. He'd be that much more tall. It's just something about him. Money. I can't, the butterfly, money flies. That's what it is. Oh man, there's a spark. Money. That's the spark. That's what it is. This is what men have been saying. A lot of these modern women only care about money. And then you come on here as a female dating coach and these girls be listening to you and confirm what men have been saying.
A Christian woman looking for a godly, masculine man is looking for a man to correct her. If she's not looking for correction, that's okay. You can leave her. You can dump her. Don't pursue her. Don't marry her. See, as a man of God, you specifically are called according to the scriptures to live above reproach, meaning that you are submitted to Christ. Your behavior is submitted to the scriptures. And as the leader in the relationship, you're called to set an example to her. But that also means that you cannot take any crap either. You cannot take any disrespect. You cannot take any negative behavior, because that eventually actually looks bad on you. It's a bad reputation on you. So you must nip that in the bud and correct that and check that lovingly, knowing that she's also held responsible to the Lord herself for her negative behavior if she is someone that calls herself a child of God?
Wives are great at accountability until it's about us. We can list every single thing our husband does wrong, from how he loads the dishwasher to how he breathes when he's frustrated. But the moment he points out something we could do better, oh no, now it's you're attacking me, or your tone was rude, or why are you being so defensive? Here's the truth. We want our husbands to grow, to lead, to listen. But that also means we have to be willing to take correction too. Marriage isn't just about who's right. It's about who's willing to take responsibility when they are wrong. And sometimes that's us. That's what real accountability looks like. Not perfection, not pride. Just the humility to say, you're right. I can work on that. Because when you both can do that, that's when your marriage really starts to grow.
Being single is so extremely lonely, and we don't talk about that enough. We don't give enough credence to how lonely it is to live alone, how lonely it is to not have other voices around unless you work through a bunch of machinations to make them happen and put them there, how lonely it is to not have someone to come home to not have people in your space, to not have someone that you can hug and touch safely and they can touch you safely and it's not weird or awkward or any pressure to it, to have someone who cares about your day-to-day goings on, just what's happening in your life, and to know that someone gives a crap about that. It is so lonely not to have that. The only thing more lonely is to be with someone and to still not have that, which is why being single is better than being with someone shitty.
This is the thought distribution graph of America and Latin America. And this is why you should become a passport bro. Listen up. The x-axis is a scale of 1 to 10 of how thoughty a girl is. 1 won't kiss until married, 10 literal streetwalker. In America, most women are between a 4 and a 6. Double-digit bodies, will cheat easily, won't accept cash, but is looking for a rich dude who can buy them a lot of things. You can't make them a wife, but you can't just pay them either. Instead, you're paying the restaurant, you're paying Louis Vuitton, and you're paying Expedia for all your flights. All of these are concentrated amongst 20% of men, and if you want to wipe one down, enjoy sloppy 100s. Compare that to Latin America, it's the inverse. A large pool of thoughts that are accessible to anybody. Go, have your fun, get experience. Then, when you want to settle down, you can find a good girl over here who can make your wife. I'm the proof. So, pick up your passport and sign up for a consultation. Link is in the bio.
You all know I'm still single, right? What do you think the reason is? Please comment. Yes, I can be quite picky because I know what I want. And I don't think personality plays a role because I'm a friendly person, I'm a nice person, I can mingle with anyone easily. I think my main issue is I have a really small social circle and I don't really have much free time. Most of the time I just work, even during the weekend. So I don't really have time to go out and make friends and meet new people. I don't have time.
Now let's look at the women hating on her. Look at her, making fun of her. Now the mom's judging. Now they're making fun of her walk. Look at, all because she has what? A nice outfit and tacones on, which are some high heels. See, she's staring at her down. So let's unpack this. I find these type of videos so fun to talk about because this is what's going on in the real world. Women compete with each other all the time. And you know, the biggest reason why I think this is the dumbest thing is because you don't have to compete with anybody. You will see a woman, right, with tacones on, high heels, makeup down, hair did, and you'll look at her and be doing all that. You know the difference from you and her? She takes an hour or 10 minutes or 20 minutes out of her day to do that to herself, to make sure that she's upkept. You sleep in and don't care about your hair, don't care about your weight, and don't care about putting on high heels. I'm not saying any woman is better than any other woman, but you know who I think is the better one? The one that's more done up. The thing that I've noticed a lot, women who are very beautiful and take care of themselves, I've noticed they don't on other women. It's always the gordita crunches, the girls who have the biggest back in the room. The girl in the video that are judging the pretty ones are not the good looking ones. And I'm just being honest. You're going to hate me for saying this, but it shows. You start looking how you feel. como basura. You know what I mean? You start acting like that, it's gonna show in your behavior. I always tell women this. We have the same 24 hours in the day. I take the time to do my hair. I take the time to do my makeup. I take the time to do my stuff. Take care of my hygiene. And you are over here concerned about other people. That's not anybody else's fault but yours. So don't go getting mad at another woman for wanting to look good. I don't think it's for male validation. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm 5'8", but I still love wearing high heels. I love putting on makeup all the time. I love doing my hair. I know men don't like makeup. I like wearing makeup because I just love the way it looks. It makes me feel very girly, makes me feel very feminine. What's wrong with that? I don't like how women who don't look a certain way always have to pick at the women who do, when you can easily stop eating that food and lose that weight and not have a double chin and look like those women. But instead, you rather hate. And here's another thing. The women who are, really dressed up and beautiful and all that, they are the women that are the coolest women you'll ever come across. Like, women hate me sometimes, and they don't even know my social media, y'all, so I don't even want to hear it. I'm the first person to help you with workout plans. I'm the first person to teach you how to cook. I'm the first person who will come swoop you up. Let's go. Let me help you, girl. I have a little sister. I'm the big sister. You know what I mean? So a lot of the times, you guys will women who would be your best friend. You know what I mean? Having that hater mindset, I'll never understand that when we could be united. This is the reason why I don't believe in women empowerment, because let you be better than another woman. Let you put makeup on. I always wear makeup. I always look a certain way, and girls, oh, I wouldn't do all that. I don't need to put all that. Then you don't have to. How does my presence bother you? Why does my sitting up bother you? You feel in some type of way? Work on your insecurity.
Children, Diamond?
I got 6, Kendra.
How many children's dads do you have? Just one?
I got 6, Kendra. I gave every man I loved a baby.
So you have 6 children by 6 men?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you married to one of their fathers right now?
No. Hell to the no.
Hell to the no.
You must got some fire.
I got some good cooler counters, Miss Kendra. It's good.
Oh, so you gave birth to 6 children?
I gave birth to 6 kids. 4 of them was adopted out to other people.
Oh my God.
And I ended up getting 2 more. I had 2 more and I got custody of those.
Oh, so at some...
Yo, imagine being kids, 2 through 6 that got adopted out, and then you still have more kids after that, and you're gonna mother those children, the new ones. But then the other ones they're just gone. You just get like to be able to say this with no shame is so crazy to me. By the way, we focusing on the women right now, but I also think it's wild if you are a man going raw daddy and these chicks with 5 kids with 5 baby dads. Obviously, she's fertile as but the rate of always claiming the man ain't, when actually it takes 2 to tango, is 100%. Of course, let's go.
So 4 of your children were adopted by other people? What happened?
Yeah, ma'am, Miss O'Kenny, you so nosy, Miss Kendra. Look, I used to be on cocaine long time ago. I got 13 years clean. Pats on my back.
What else you want me to know other than you were a crackhead?
How old is your child?
I got a 2-month-old, a 1-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 12-year-old, and 11-year-old.
How old are you, Elijah?
I'm 35.
Are all your kids by the same man?
No, 3 different fathers.
Why you not with the dad that you had a baby with 2 months ago?
He has a gambling problem, really bad.
Why you have a baby by him?
He was not like that at first.
Do the 2-month-old and the 1-year-old have the same dad?
No, they have different fathers.
That is disgusting.
Why you not with the man you had a baby with a year ago?
Because he was.
Why you have a baby by all these men that have these drastic issues?
They were not like that when I first started dating them. They were nothing like that. Like, they were totally different.
All these issues appeared after you had children.
Yeah.
This too is false.
Do you have any kids?
It never ceases to amaze me, by the way, these women that do not believe in birth control, nevertheless, they will out-prioritize having fatherless children than to safeguarding against having a child.
Yes.
How many kids?
3.
All by the same man?
No.
How many men?
3.
And there's a lot of women out there, a lot of modern women. I was saying, a good woman is looking for her husband to correct her. And when we say correction, we're not meaning, he corrects me like I'm a child, but we're meaning if there's something that I'm doing that I probably shouldn't be doing, or something that whenever I was single, it was okay. But now that I'm in a relationship, then it's probably oftentimes problematic, and he says, hey, that's a little bit problematic for me. Now, everything can't be problematic because then I'm going to be, you know, a robot. But, you know, if it's something that I have to compromise on, then I don't mind doing it. I take correction and I try to improve. Most of these modern women don't do that. Most of these modern women, they don't even think, nor do they care about what the man is going through. I'm here as the woman. I'm the prize. I'm the one that should be treated with the utmost respect and put on a pedestal. I don't care nothing about what the man wants. So I don't care nothing about the correction and the criticism, the positive criticism, the constructive criticism that he's given me.